What's going on, everyone? This is T-Man Gaming here, and I'm pretty excited today. The patch came out, and I've been busy as hell all week. Been busy today, and now I finally got a chance to play the new patch. Awesome. So overall, I'd say I like the patch. There's a lot of good things that's been done, but as expected, there are a lot of things that weren't addressed, and a few more OP setups out there. So I'm just gonna put it all out there. You guys decide what you're gonna do with it. I'll make some build videos later, but let's just get this out the way first. Monastery Scimitar. Oh yeah, the thing you love to hate. Well, it looks like the invincible, well, not the invincible, the parry frames, the instant parry frames at the beginning of the parry. It's back. So basically, it seems like the parry for Monastery Scimitar is basically the same as it was before. I guess they wanted to make sure they fixed backstep parrying before they changed it back. Well, there's going to be a lot of crying, so just look out for it. I haven't seen very many people catch on to that yet, so you heard it here first. It is back and ready to go. So that's it. Great Resonant Soul. You know how I like to use that and catch people off guard. Well, I'd say there's going to be more crying about Great Resonant Soul again. Why? The damage is up, and the usage has been cut in half, but that's not really an issue if you have you know, enough attunement slots. So yeah, it does make a difference. With this new little setup I'm using, I only have one cast attuned. I mean, not one cast, but one spell attuned, so it's only 4 instead of 8, and it makes a difference. You have to be careful when you use it, but that's out the way. Shadow Dagger damage, yeah, as you'll see in this video, if you haven't seen it already, I still did 1800 damage on the backstab. So some of you guys are wondering where I saw that being changed to begin with. Well, it was in the Japanese notes, so it might have just been translated really bad. So that hasn't been changed. As you'll see by this video, and you probably have already seen, I mentioned in my other video that they didn't say anything about numbness. What an oversight. How can you ignore numbness? Okay, watch my video. You will see that I'm doing almost, I'm reducing damage as if I was wearing full Havels and numbness. And all I have is light armor, numbness, and my new best friend, Iron Flesh. Yes, that's right, Iron Flesh. You can heavy roll in it, which is, of course it's not the greatest thing. But there's ways to really abuse the hell out of it. So Iron Flesh plus numbness is so, oh my god, like we're talking about no damage. So add that with a heavy armor build. I haven't even bothered doing that yet, guys. Do that and the damage is going to be nil. Then maybe stack great magic berry on top of it just for shits and giggles, just to really piss off whoever you're fighting against. Yeah, that's the new OP setup. And poise has been changed, so you can kind of hyper armor through attacks if you're using you know, high poise armor. So that's I don't know, I kind of enjoy that because it means that you gotta choose your attacks wisely. Add that with what I just said recently in a high level build, and we're talking WTF, you thought things were bad before. But the good thing is, I've noticed with the soul memory change that you don't really fight the low level guys that much anymore, and that's cool. That's real cool. Because I was using my level 250 for this particular video, and he's got like maybe 28 million souls on him, somewhere around there. So I didn't really fight any guys that were really low level. You know, you could just kind of tell. You just eat them up in damage. So I think that's pretty cool. Only downside is the arena didn't pop as often. So, that's a good trade-off. That way it encourage people to, you know, not just level like crazy. Another thing, I've heard that a lot of the Mega Mule and Save Editor characters, some people are having problems loading them after the patch. Some people aren't having problems. So if you are, I'd like to hear about it in the comments section. Let us know if you're having any issues. I'm not really a fan of those type of things, but hey, some people have reasons to use them. You know, some of the YouTubers, it's really hard to keep creating characters for fight clubs, so it's pretty helpful in that regard. But if it means less people abusing the hell out of level 838 characters or whatever the max is, then I'm all for it. You can still make quality videos and fight clubs without it. It just takes a little bit more time. It's official, lightning damage from Great Lightning Spear and some, you know, all those type of weapons. Spells, they've definitely been nerfed. I don't know, I just kind of feel bad for people that use that as their bread and butter, especially for PvE. I would just go ahead and make the switch to Great Resonant Soul, but you know, it is what it is. You know, if you just like having a faith build, then who wants to change? So I'm sure things will be adjusted in the future. In fact, Great Resonant Soul is probably going to get nerfed again. We're talking 1,000 damage again with you know, all the goodies. And definitely I was averaging about 900 to people. So yeah. More crying on that front. You can no longer power stance the Helix Halberd and the Mastodon Halberd, so the days of the Helixodon is over? Question mark. You can still power stance it with a spear and have the same, almost the same attack pattern. So, yeah, you go from one thing to the next. From the tests that I've run, it's not as much damage, but I haven't tested all the spears, and you have a lot of spears with all these extras added to them. It makes it a little more versatile. So it's definitely something worth checking out, that's for sure. Immolation is still trash. Yes, it doesn't do as much damage to you, but it doesn't do much damage at all to your opponent. I have a few fights in this video where you'll see that, and it's so easy to forget that you have it on and just die. I did that twice, actually. I'm like, why did I die? What happened? So yeah, we're not going to waste a slot on that. Still useless. Not sure if you guys remember me saying that, hey, maces are already strong, so if they're going to buff them, we might have some serious issues to deal with. Well, the Barbed Club is definitely a contender. Talking about some serious damage unbuffed, and I believe you can put a Sunlight Blade on there, a buff, to make it even worse. So yeah, I didn't even bother buffing it. I was just using it unbuffed. So go ahead and have fun, guys. And there's quite a few more things. Whatever you guys discover, let's talk about them in the comment section below. Overall, I like I really do like the patch, and I think that the words of the day will be numbness and iron flesh for the win, as well as the changes to poise. Huge things in this patch, and a couple of other things I mentioned. But like I said, if you guys find some more things, Crystal Soul Spear is still beastly. Go ahead and test that out, and we'll talk about it. Till next time, guys. Peace.